Belief inspires one to do the seemingly impossible. An inspired person is apt to break bonds of restraint in his or her mind in order to accomplish tasks in a record-breaking style.
And what inspired you to begin writing?
Oh, well, wow. 6 years ago, I really got connected with a 1970s classic, and I really wanted to produce this, to remake this film. And it took me like 3 weeks to find out who held the rights to it. And when I called the studio, a woman answered the phone and she said, "We're not giving up our rights to a third party." And that really ticked me off because my heart and soul was so set on remaking this film that I said, you know what? I'm going to write my own, and someday they're going to be asking for my work.
That's true, yes, definitely. Now, do you have any other writings out there currently?
Yes, I've got 2 films right now that's in the process of development. And
feature films?
Feature films,
wow.
The action thrillers. And
Very
I'm
nice.
really excited about those.
So soon to be seen on the big screen.
Oh, yes.
Yay. And as well as this book, are there any other books out there as well?
Yes, my first book, which I published last year, is called The 5 Steps to Changing Your Life.
Ooh, tell us more about that. I want to know the 5 steps.
The 5 steps are changing your thoughts, your words, your actions, your character, and changing the world.
Wow, it all starts with you, right?
Yes, it all starts with you.
Definitely. And you are an extremely beautiful soul. And tell us more about this soul interaction with the Spread Some Love.
Well, Spread Some Love, it goes into different dynamics or different components that one should really implement in order to be in a relationship and live it to its fullest. It's like the blueprint to love, friendship, and marriage, and it's my belief that if somebody really studies that and live it out within their lives, that their relationship would flourish. I mean, you cannot know all that and put it into practice and the relationship don't flourish, because it's like the blueprint, the roadmap, so to speak.
Do you agree that if one is not happy with themselves, it's really hard to find happiness in other relationships?
True, true. As a matter of fact, in the book I talk a lot about starting with you, and if you don't love yourself, it's difficult to love someone else. It all starts with you.
Now, what other writers inspired you to write such books?
Oh, John C. Maxwell, he's big in leadership. He inspires me a lot. Warren Bennis, he's also big in leadership. Gary Chapman, he inspires me a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. So you're definitely getting all of this inspiration from those other great writers, and you're becoming the great writer yourself.
Yeah, well, it's always
actually you already are.
Yeah, well, it's good to have role models, and it's always good to have mentors, people you can draw from, because that's very, very important. It's never good to be a lone ranger, because
that's so true.
You learn so much from others.
And besides those writers, who else were mentors in your life?
Oh, my good buddy Mark Berg. He's done well in the entertainment field.
Mark Berg, that name sounds familiar. Would the viewers at home know who this person is?
Yeah, he's one of the producers of Saw, and he's done very well for himself.
Oh, the horror feature film.
Yes, yes.
Wow, that's really big.
Yeah, he's just a tremendous support. As a matter of fact, when I started writing, he told me, said, "John, go for it. You can really make it happen." And that inspired me. That made me want to do a lot more to really make this happen.
That's great. When someone else believes in you, it kind of puts a spark back in yourself that, yes, I really can do this.
Exactly. And one of the things I mentioned in my book is that, when you believe in yourself, it's like being on the runway. Okay, you're taxiing on the runway. But when someone else believes in you, the plane takes off and you're gone.
Oh, that's a great expression. I love that. Sometimes the plane's just stuck there with no fuel, not knowing how to get out there.
Yeah.
So when you spread the love, you're being, you know who you are, you're happy with yourself, and you're sharing that happiness with others. That's wonderful. Tell us, give us a little sneak peek about this book. It sounds very intriguing.
Well, I've broken it down into 11 chapters, and my favorite chapter is about the philosophy of the serve, and I like to watch great tennis matches, and it's the power of the serve. You put a lot of power into your serve. When the ball strikes back over to your side, there's going to be power in it. But if you give a wimpy serve, it's like there's not much power that's going to come back to you. And that's the same thing with love. If you put the maximum out, you're going to get a maximum back in, and it goes back and forth. And going back to belief, when someone believes in you, that's really power that's putting into yourself. So you can really strike the ball really hard, and that's how you want to give love out.
That's amazing. I agree with that 100%. I believe that if you put 100% into a relationship, you have no regrets and no worries when you are out of that relationship because you know you gave it your all. And most people don't give it their all their first time around.
Exactly. I kind of believe that you put 150% in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you have a large family. What's your background? Where did you come from?
I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and that's a group of 32 small islands situated between Grenada and St. Lucia. I'm from there, and you know, I've got 8 siblings, 3 brothers and 5 sisters, and I'm the second to the last child.
Now, are there any other writers in the family? Did you get that from, you know, your pops or?
No, it's like they, you know, my siblings, they look at me as the oddball. You know, they enter their own careers, you know, and they're like, what is he doing? He's acting. Why is he acting? You know, why is he writing? What is he doing? You know, and they expect me to be doing the same things that they're doing, but I'm just like the oddball in the family. But I'm glad I am.
It sounds like the oddballs are the ones that stick their neck out and get to where they're going and,
Exactly.
and get to the finish line.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.